Sometimes, no matter how nice you are, she will still not appreciate you. No matter how pure your intentions are, she might still walk away. No matter how much love you pour into her, she might not see your worth. And listen to me carefully, that's okay. Because being nice does not mean becoming invisible. Being kind does not mean tolerating disrespect. You can love someone with your heart, but you never sacrifice your soul for approval. Tony Robbins always says, life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. So if she left, if she changed, if she doesn't value you, it's not a punishment, it's a direction. Maybe she was put in your story to teach you not to stay, to teach you your worth, to teach you not to chase love, to teach you that the right woman will not need to be convinced. Because the truth is this, you can be the nicest person in the world, you can give loyalty, love, effort, time, you can sacrifice everything, seeing, and still, someone can look you in your eyes and not see your value. But that doesn't mean you are not enough. It means she wasn't meant for the level you're rising to. Sometimes the universe removes people quietly, not to hurt you, but to protect you. Because the right woman will value your kindness, respect your heart, match your energy, and never make you feel replaceable. So what do you do now? You stop chasing. You stop begging. You stop proving your worth. You stop explaining yourself to someone who has already made up her mind. You take all that love, all that loyalty, all that kindness, though, and you give it to yourself first. Because the moment you choose yourself, the moment you decide to rise, the moment you understand that losing her was not loss but correction, you become unstoppable. Remember this, sometimes no matter how nice you are, people will still hurt you. Sometimes no matter how loyal you are, people will still leave. But the one person who will always remain is you. So invest in the one person who deserves it the most, yourself. When you heal, you elevate. When you elevate, you attract better. And the woman who is meant for your soul won't need to be convinced. She will choose you the way you choose her. Nice does not mean weak. Kind does not mean blind. Loving does not mean losing yourself. You don't change who you are. You change who you give access to. That is strength. That is self-respect. That is growth. Kindness is a powerful strength, but somewhere along the journey, many people start believing that kindness requires sacrifice, silence, and acceptance of disrespect. They think being a good person means tolerating anything, forgiving everything, and smiling even when their heart is breaking. But there is a moment in life when you must understand a life-changing truth. Kindness should never cost you yourself respect. You can hold a gentle heart and still set strong boundaries. You can love someone deeply and still refuse to be treated poorly. You can care, support, and give, but you should never lose yourself in the process. Kindness is a gift, not a weakness. People who mistake it for weakness simply do not understand your strength. There are times when you are nice to her, patient with her, loyal to her, and she still takes you for granted. She ignores your feelings, she disrespects your effort, and she acts like your presence doesn't matter. Many men stay in that position because they think being nice will eventually change her behavior. But here is the reality. Kindness that requires you to shrink, stay silent, or keep accepting pain is not kindness anymore. It's self-betrayal. You were not born to beg for love. You were not created to prove your worth to someone who refuses to see it. True kindness means treating others with love, but true self-respect means you treat yourself with the same love too. It is not selfish to choose yourself. It is not rude to say no. It is not wrong to walk away from someone who takes advantage of your heart. Being good does not mean being blind. Being loving does not mean being used. Some people will only learn the value of your presence when you finally stop giving it. Some will only understand how much you did when you stop doing it. And the moment you decide that your dignity matters more than someone's inconsistent affection, you start growing. You start healing. You start becoming the version of yourself that refuses to be controlled by loneliness, fear, or emotional dependence. When you respect yourself, you teach others how to treat you. When you draw boundaries, you separate real love from convenience. Anyone can love you a little when it benefits them. The right person will love you fully even when it requires effort. You are allowed to say, I deserve better, but you are allowed to protect your heart. You are allowed to stop being available to someone who is rarely there for you. Some people will call you selfish for choosing yourself. That is because your absence removes their advantage. People who truly love you will never fear yourself. They will respect it too. Kindness is beautiful when it comes from a place of strength, not fear. It is powerful when it comes with boundaries, not silence. The world needs more kind people, but the world also needs more people who know how to stand tall, protect their energy, and walk away when love becomes disrespect. Never forget this. The right woman will love your kindness, not use it. She will appreciate your soft heart, not break it. She will value your effort, not ignore it. And she will never expect you to hurt yourself just to keep her. One day, you will look back and realize that protecting your self-respect was the most loving thing you ever did for yourself. Your kindness is a gift. Don't hand it to someone who treats it like nothing. Give it to those who value it. Give it to those who earn it. Give it to yourself first. There will come a time in your life when you realize that not everyone you love will love you back the same way. Not everyone you give your heart to will protect it. Not everyone you sacrifice for will appreciate your effort. And as painful as that truth feels, one of the most important lessons life teaches. Not everyone will recognize your worth, and that's okay. You can be the person who shows loyalty, who supports unconditionally, who gives with sincerity, who loves with full honesty, and still someone can look at you and treat you like you are nothing special. They might take your presence for granted. They might ignore your value, or they might simply be too blind to see how rare you are. But just because someone fails to see your worth does not mean that worth is gone. Their view of you does not define who you are. Their lack of appreciation does not erase your value. Sometimes the problem is not that you are unworthy. It is that you are offering your heart to the wrong person. When someone cannot recognize what you bring, it is because they are not operating on the same emotional level. Some people only value you when they lose you. Some only understand your importance when you stop being available. And some will never understand what they had even after it's gone. You cannot force someone to see your value. You cannot convince someone to care. You cannot make someone ready for the love you give. All you can do is show up as your true self, give sincerely, and let time reveal who belongs in your life and who doesn't. It hurts when she doesn't see your effort. It hurts when she treats you like you're replaceable. It hurts when your heart gives everything and gets almost nothing in return. But pain has a purpose. Pain wakes you up. Pain shows you the truth you were avoiding. Pain redirects you back to where you are meant to be. You are not meant to chase someone who is unsure about you. Love should not feel like begging. Loyalty should not feel like one-sided sacrifice. You deserve someone who looks at you and knows what they have without needing to lose you first. The world is full of people, but not everyone loves with depth. Not everyone understands loyalty. Not everyone can meet you where you are. That's why rejection is not the end. It's protection. The universe removes people not to hurt you, but to guide you towards someone who can actually see you, respect you, and love you the way you deserve. You must remember something powerful. Your worth does not decrease because someone failed to acknowledge it. You are still valuable. You are still deserving. You are still enough. The right person will not hesitate. The right woman will not make you feel like you have to fight for her attention. She will not be confused about your place in her life. She will not play with your emotions. When the right one shows up, your heart will feel peace, not anxiety. You won't have to doubt your importance. You won't have to earn love. It will flow naturally. So don't lose sleep over someone who couldn't see what you brought. Don't change who you are just because someone didn't appreciate you. Don't close your heart because one person didn't value it. Keep your heart pure, keep your character strong, and keep your standards higher than your feelings. One day, the same person who overlooked you will realize how rare you were. But by then, you will be too far ahead. You will have grown, healed, moved forward, and found someone who sees you clearly. Not everyone will recognize your worth. And that's okay, because the ones who do are the only ones who deserve a place in your life. At some point in life, you learn that not every person you care about is meant to stay forever. Some people enter your life with beautiful smiles, warm words, and unforgettable memories, and then one day, without warning, they change, they pull away, or they walk out completely. It feels confusing, it feels unfair, it feels painful. But there is a deeper truth behind every goodbye. People leave because their role in your story is over. Every person you meet comes with a purpose. Some come to teach you love. Some come to teach you patience. Some come to show you what loyalty looks like. And some come to show you exactly what you should never accept again. You may not realize it while they are still beside you, but once they leave, the lesson becomes clear. Life is a constant classroom, and people are the teachers. But teachers don't stay with you forever. They teach you what you need, and then they move on. It hurts when she walks away after everything you gave. It hurts when someone you trusted suddenly becomes a stranger. It hurts when someone you saw forever only saw you as temporary. But sometimes losing someone is not a loss. It is just the end of their chapter. Your story keeps going even when they are no longer a part of it. Think about it. If everyone stayed, you would never grow. If everyone stayed loyal, you would never learn who deserves your heart. If everyone stayed kind, you would never learn how to protect yourself. Some people are chapters, not the whole book. You might blame yourself. You might replay moments trying to understand what you could have done differently. But life is not about holding on to everyone. It's about knowing when to let go. If someone can walk away from you, let them walk. If someone chooses to leave, it means their purpose in your journey is complete. The universe removes people for reasons your heart may not understand yet, but someday your mind will. She may have come into your life to show you what love feels like, only to teach you how strong you are when you lose it. She might have inspired your growth without knowing it. She might have awakened emotions you never knew existed. She gave you memories, laughter, lessons, and moments. Just because it ended, it doesn't mean it was meaningless. Some souls are not meant to stay, they are meant to shape you. The pain you feel right now is not punishment, it is transformation. When people leave, they create space. Space for new relationships, space for better energy, space for someone who will match your effort and appreciate your heart. The ending you fear is often the beginning you need. You will meet someone one day who understands your silence, your scars, your dreams, your heart. Someone who stays not because it's convenient, but because it's real. Someone who won't give up when things get difficult. Someone whose role in your story is not temporary. So do not chase those who left. Do not beg for attention. Do not try to reopen closed doors. If someone's presence in your life was meant to continue, nothing could make them leave. If they left, destiny has already decided their role is finished. Every goodbye carries a hidden gift. Every ending carries a seed for a new beginning. The pain you feel today is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more aware. You may not see it now, but one day you will look back and say, that goodbye saved me. A people leave because their role is over. Your journey did not end with them. Theirs just ended with you. The story continues, and the next chapter will make sense of everything you lost. Keep turning the pages. You are not done yet. There comes a moment in life when you realize you've spent too much time trying to be enough for people who were never meant to stay. You bend, you give, you sacrifice, hoping they will see your worth, hoping they will choose you, hoping they will finally make you feel like you matter. But chasing approval is a trap that always leaves you empty. You cannot build happiness on someone else's validation. The more you chase people, the more they run. The more you give, the more they take. And the more you try to prove yourself, the more invisible you become. The truth is simple. If someone truly values you, you won't have to convince them. Real love does not require performance. Real respect does not require begging. You should never feel like you must earn your place in someone's life. When you chase approval, you lose yourself piece by piece. You silence your emotions. You abandon your needs. You pretend you're okay with being treated less than you deserve because you fear losing them more than you fear losing yourself. But there is a moment, a powerful moment, when you stop, when you look in the mirror and realize you are done shrinking to fit someone else's comfort. You are done trying to prove your value. You are done waiting for someone to choose you. That moment is the beginning of your inner freedom. That moment is where self-respect starts. Choosing yourself is not selfish. It is survival. It is strength. It is maturity. Choosing yourself means you no longer allow someone's inconsistency to control your emotions. You no longer entertain people who come and go when they please. You no longer chase someone who shows you through their actions that you are not a priority. You can love someone and still walk away. You can care deeply and still protect your heart. You can want someone in your life and still refuse to lose yourself to keep them. The right person will stay because they want to, not because you beg them. The right woman will meet your effort, not drain it. The right love will feel safe, not stressful. When you stop chasing approval, something changes inside you. Your confidence returns, your energy rises, your standards grow. You no longer accept half love, half time, half effort. You stop apologizing for wanting respect. You stop feeling guilty for protecting your peace. You start seeing your worth clearly, and suddenly, the people who once made you feel not enough don't impress you anymore. You stop needing them. And that is when your life begins to shift. Choosing yourself means putting your mental and emotional well-being first. It means saying no when something hurts you. It means refusing to settle for someone who doesn't know how to treat you. It means being okay with walking alone instead of walking with the wrong person. Walking alone is not empty. It is powerful. You find yourself. You heal. You grow. You learn who you are without needing someone else to validate it. The day you stop chasing is the day the right people start showing up. The ones who appreciate you. The ones who value you. The ones who don't run when things get hard. The ones who see your worth without you having to explain it. You don't lose people when you choose yourself. You lose those who never deserved you. You don't push people away by having standards. You push away those who cannot meet them, and that is protection, not loss. The more you love yourself, the less you tolerate disrespect. The more you believe in yourself, the quieter the need for approval becomes. The more you choose yourself, the more peace you create in your life. So stop chasing people. Stop chasing attention. Stop chasing validation. Start chasing growth. Start chasing peace. Start chasing the best version of yourself. Because once you choose yourself, the world starts choosing you too. There is a kind of love that brings peace instead of confusion. A kind of woman who values your effort, respects your heart, and never makes you feel like you are an option waiting to be chosen. The right woman will never make you feel replaceable, because when love is real, you don't question your importance. You don't beg for attention. You don't compete with others. You don't worry about being forgotten. Real love brings certainty, not guessing. A woman who truly cares about you will show it not only in her words, but in her actions. She will understand the value of your loyalty, the depth of your heart, and the sincerity of your intentions. She won't disappear when things get hard. She won't show up only when it's convenient. She won't treat your presence like something she can lose and replace whenever she wants. She knows a good man doesn't come around every day, and she treats you like someone who matters. When the right woman is in your life, you don't feel like you are fighting for a spot. You don't feel like you're auditioning for her attention or competing with her distractions. She chooses you consistently. She makes time, not excuses. She builds with you, not just talks about it. She cares for you in a way that makes your heart feel safe, not threatened. So many men exhaust themselves trying to prove their value to the wrong person. They give everything. Love, patience, loyalty, protection, and still feel like they could be replaced with someone else at any time. That is not love. That is emotional starvation. A woman who loves you will not put you in a position where you doubt yourself. She will not treat you like a temporary choice. She will not make you feel like you're easy to walk away from. The right woman understands that your heart has weight, your effort has meaning, your loyalty has value. She knows that a man who stays, supports, protects, and loves deeply is rare. She knows that respect is not optional, it is required. She will lift you, not drain you. She will inspire you, not break you. She will appreciate what you give, not ignore it. And most importantly, she will match your effort. Two people who truly love each other don't treat the relationship like a one-sided investment. They pour into each other. They show up for each other. They build a future, not just memories. When you are with the right person, love feels like teamwork, not a test. You don't have to worry about her talking to other men behind your back. You don't have to worry about her comparing you to someone else. You don't have to worry about losing her over something small. When she loves you, she chooses you every day, not because she has to, but because she wants to. And if you've never experienced that kind of love, don't let temporary heartbreak convince you that it doesn't exist. The wrong woman will make you feel like you are not enough. The right one will wonder how she ever lived without you. The wrong woman will take everything and leave you empty. The right one will meet you halfway and fill the spaces you've been carrying alone. A woman who truly loves you will protect your heart, not play with it. She will communicate, not disappear. She will calm your storms, not create them. She will make sure you feel chosen, not tolerated. With her, you will feel like a man, respected, valued, supported, loved. So don't break yourself trying to prove your worth to someone who can't see it. If she makes you feel replaceable, she is not the one. The right woman won't risk losing you. Because when love is real, there is no competition. There is commitment. There is certainty. There is peace. Losing her hurts. It's the kind of pain that sits in your chest, makes your mind replay every moment, every memory, every conversation, trying to understand where it went wrong. You gave your heart, you gave your effort, you gave your loyalty, and still she walked away. It feels unfair. It feels heavy. It feels like the world has slowed down and you are the only one standing still. But even though the pain is real, there is a deeper truth beneath it. Losing her might feel painful, but it's preparation. Sometimes life takes people away, not to break you, but to build you. Not to destroy you, but to redirect you. You don't grow when everything is comfortable. You don't evolve when everyone stays. You grow in the empty spaces, the quiet nights, the moments when you're forced to face yourself. Losing her is pushing you into a version of yourself you haven't met yet. When she left, something inside you woke up. You realized you can't depend on someone else for your happiness. You learned that no matter how much you love someone, you cannot make them stay. You discovered that heartbreak doesn't kill you. It strengthens you. And you found that pain is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of transformation. You might be asking yourself, what did she leave? But the real question is, what is this loss preparing me for? Because every ending carries a lesson. Every goodbye carries a message. Every heartbreak pushes you closer to the person you are meant to become. Maybe losing her is preparing you to love yourself in a way you never have before. Maybe it's teaching you to set boundaries, to respect your own worth, to stop settling for someone who doesn't match your effort. Maybe it's preparing you for a woman who will love you without condition, without hesitation, without excuses. A woman who won't run when things get hard. A woman who won't make you question your value. Pain forces you to stop, reflect, and rebuild. It shows you what you were ignoring. It reveals who cared and who pretended. It exposes the difference between real love and temporary attention. You can learn more from a heartbreak than from 100 happy days, because heartbreak makes you honest with yourself. You might feel empty now, but emptiness is just space waiting to be filled with something better. New energy, new confidence, new strength, new love. The future doesn't leave you behind. It waits for you to catch up. And when you rise after this pain, you won't be the same. You'll be wiser. You'll be stronger. You'll be harder to fool, harder to break, harder to replace. One day, you will look back and realize that losing her was not the worst thing that happened. It was the turning point. The moment the old version of you started to fade and a stronger version was born, the version of you that knows self-respect, knows boundaries, knows value. The version of you that refuses to beg for love or chase people who are walking away. You are not meant to stay broken. Healing is coming. Growth is coming. Better love is coming. Everything you lost is making space for everything you deserve. So don't close your heart. Don't lose hope. Don't let a temporary storm make you forget the sun is still on its way. Losing her hurts, but it is preparing you for a love that will not leave. A love that will stay. A love that will choose you every day. The pain you feel today is shaping the man you will be tomorrow. And when you meet the right person, you will realize why the wrong one had to go. Sometimes heartbreak is not the end. It's the beginning of a better life. Pain is the price of growth. And one day, you will thank this moment for making you stronger than you ever imagined.